TBTL.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Hey Dummies. My name is Andrew and I will be your dummy today. Boy, it feels like I've lived a thousand lifetimes since the last time I joined you here in the little video. What a great time we had in Friendship, Wisconsin last week. But here I am back home in my cozy confines. By the way, I don't have quite the usual lighting that I have going on when I record one of these things, and it seems kind of like cozy in here, doesn't it? It's not that dark outside, but I feel like I'm kind of giving off Hey Dummies After Dark vibes here. I got a question here from a listener, Mimi in Philly. By the way, this is how it works. You come up with questions. You send them to me, Andrew, at tbtl.net. Put Hey Dummies in the subject line, and then ask us anything you'd like to ask us. It could be about our personal lives, about our professional lives, about the podcast, maybe advice. Email me any question, and Luke and or I will answer it on an upcoming video. This one comes from Mimi in Philly, who is using an emoji of the smiling face with glasses on it, and this is notable. I'll adjust my own glasses, too. Mimi says, this might be too dumb. First of all, no, it's not. But I'm kind of new to wearing glasses. And no matter what I do, I get a fingerprint or a smudge on my lens constantly. Like I'm constantly cleaning my lenses. And my glasses are not cheap ones. They're from the eye doctor's office. I also have a pair of Warby Parker that seem more plastic. Anyway, how do you keep your glasses fresh and fingerprint free? Any tips? Well, I mean, I clean them a lot. But not constantly, though. And so part of it might be if you're new to wearing glasses, even me, who you know me, I'm obsessed with cleanliness and the idea of smudge being in front of my face, that is very irksome, especially to somebody like me who can't kind of relax about that kind of stuff. But I've been wearing glasses since I was 2 years old, and I'm 48 now, I think. I might be 49. No, I think I'm 48. But point is, I'm very accustomed to it. And when I was a kid, there'd be times where I'd take off my glasses. My parents would be like, look at these things. They're filthy. You got to clean them. But I do think that maybe there's a little bit of a built-in kind of adjustment to not constantly seeing unobstructed the way you do before you have glasses. That's not a very satisfying answer, though, and so if you're rejecting that out of hand, I don't blame you, but I do think that you're probably just adjusting to the entire experience, and so it seems more pronounced to you early on. I think there's going to be a settling in period. Having said that, I probably take off my glasses and clean them at least a couple of times a day at random. You know, you just sort of sometimes you're just going around and you're like, wait a second, I'm not seeing quite right. And you look, and for me, they tend to get kind of dirty down here at the bottom of the lenses where maybe my fat cheeks are pushing up against them a little bit. And, or like you said, just fingerprints, you kind of don't realize it, but maybe you're adjusting your glasses. But I think you'll find yourself slipping into good habits of trying to adjust your glasses like this, like, you know, kind of not touching the lenses so much. But also, and I'm sure you have this too, like I have these microfiber cloths. In fact, this one is funny. This is from Glasses USA. It says, don't use your shirt. I got to say, growing up, I was just constantly taking off my glasses and like cleaning it in my shirt, and I will still do that from time to time, but it's not ideal. I always have one of these microfiber cloths, hopefully I always have it here in my drawer, and I think I got one in my bag that I carry around, and usually I'll do this. I don't know how you guys do it, you other glasses wearers, but I'll give it a kind of a couple of hot breaths, steam them up a little bit, and then wipe them like that. You guys do that? I don't know if that's gross or not, but I kind of like almost well, you gotta eat that lens. That's what I say. And then I use a little bit of steam and then, or a little bit of, fog them up a little bit with my breath and then wipe them down. Also, though, every now and then you might really enjoy just taking them into the bathroom and using some really soft hand soap, whether you're using foaming soap like I do in my bathroom or like some sort of a soft soap, and just maybe squirt a little bit on there and then like wash them under like kind of lukewarm water and then dry them with one of these things. It's very satisfying. You can sort of like when you do that, you can kind of wash the nose piece a little bit and wash the ears because there's so much. I mean, glasses really remind you how much we're kind of giving off like kind of face grease and stuff all the time. So had to kind of take that to a gross point. But yeah, I mean, there's no real advice other than keeping them clean. Like I say, you are going to find yourself, like me playing darts. Sometimes I'll be like, everything's fine. Then I'm playing darts, and all of a sudden I'm using my eyes in a different way, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to look through a fingerprint here. But I do think you'll get used to it, and also don't be shy to take them off every now and then, and wash them with some soap and water if you want. It's very, very satisfying. All right, Mimi. Enjoy those new glasses. I always said I'm a big fan of glasses, and I think that everybody looks better in glasses if they have the right pair of glasses. And of course, I've not always had the right pair of glasses. There are plenty of tragic photos of me, of glasses that I loved at the time, that I look back on now and I think, oh, what were you doing, Walsh? The early 2000s was a bad time for glasses in this country. We were all wearing them too narrow, too small, I feel like, and they were not flattering on our faces. But now we're back to kind of more bigger frames, I feel like, in most cases. And I just think that if you can find the right pair of glasses for you, you're going to be very happy with them, and you're going to be happy with the way you look. I guarantee it. Everybody, I would love to get more questions from you. I loved this question, Mimi. Thank you for sending it in. Email me, andrew@tbtl.net. Put "Hey Dummies" in the subject line, and we will answer whatever, whenever. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. We will talk to you on Monday.